Who is the best wrestler in the world today? Hey guys, Maven here. I'm a former WWE wrestler with nearly 25 years experience. In this video, I'm gonna be sharing who I think are the top 10 best wrestlers right now. My list is open to all wrestlers from every company: WWE, AEW, TNA, and even independent wrestlers. Number 10 on my list is a superstar whose career it's just beginning. He is starting to flourish, and it is obvious he comes from a lineage of superstars and even Hall of Famers. If his trajectory continues, oh my goodness, we are up for an amazing career. I am talking about Bron Breakker. Now, Bron obviously has the pedigree with his dad being Rick Steiner, his uncle being Scott Steiner. But pedigree, no pun intended, only gets you so far. You still have to bring a level of aggression into that ring, and this man is not lacking any of it. You might only see the fierce competitor wrestling night in and night out, but I know that's only half the business. Being able to represent the company, any company, that's almost as important these days. This man does it well. Now, Bron is number 10 on my list, and the reason being is time. I can't wait to see 5-10 years down the road what this man's career is going to look like. The only thing I think holding him back now is just the repetitions, just the experience that I know he's going to get. Now, Bron is a second generation talent, but the number one individual on my list is not. More on that in a little while. Number 9 on my list has a flair for the dramatic and is truly one of my favorite gimmicks going today. I am talking about Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa does something that I notice night in and night out watching her that you might not notice. Every time there needs to be a good facial reaction, making you, the viewer at home, care about the action taking place in the ring, she is completely on point. Remember, this is our moneymaker, and I just love her gimmick. I look forward to what her face paint, what her look is going to reflect each and every time she laces them up. Another thing that is highly respectable about Thunder Rosa, she signed her AEW contract at the age of 35. So that means night in, night out, she is competing against competitors who are far younger than she is. And she doesn't miss a beat, proving to me that age for this superstar, it's a non-issue. She holds her own in the ring and almost nightly exceeds any expectation you would have. Next on the list is, how did this get here? It's this video's sponsor, AG1. I'm especially excited to share AG1 Next Gen because even before starting this channel, I was using it and still do. I wanted something simple in the morning that actually fits into my routine. With AG1 Next Gen, it's just one scoop in 8 to 12 ounces of cold water, and I'm all set. That one drink gives me over 75 vitamins and minerals, plus prebiotics and 5 clinically studied probiotics. Together, they support digestion, help with bloating, and keep me feeling balanced throughout the day. It also contains micronutrients and phytonutrients from superfoods that fill in the nutrition gaps I want covered. Follow the link in my description or scan the QR code to get a free welcome kit, including a bottle of vitamin D and 5 AG1 travel packs, a $76 value when you first subscribe. Number 8 on my list is a man that I actually had the pleasure of competing against. And it amazes me that he's still able to go, that he still competes at the level he does. I've had him on the show. I've told you he's the most athletic superstar I've ever been in the ring with. Of course, I'm talking about the wonderful Shelton Benjamin. Now, Shelton was never a world champion, but don't let that fool you or base your judgment off of it. This man was as athletic, if not more so, than Kurt Angle or Brock Lesnar. Shelton Benjamin was, and still is, able to hold his own and even exceed any expectations and keep up with anyone he's in the ring with. And he's one of the few superstars that's actually gonna help bring you to his level. He's not gonna come down to yours. Shelton currently wrestles in AEW against a roster that sometimes the guys are half his age, but you'll never be able to tell because Shelton's athleticism was and still is second to none. Now, Shelton made number 8 on my list simply because of Father Time. Like I mentioned, he is 50 years old, so he's on the back 9 of his career and his mic skills. Next, lucky number 7 on my list, and it is a little bit controversial, and I'll explain why in a minute. I am talking about Tessa Blanchard of TNA. Now, Tessa is another wrestler with an amazing lineage. I watched her father, Tully Blanchard, and the Four Horsemen as I was growing up, and it's clear to see the apple does not fall far from the tree. Tessa's aggression level in the ring is only part of the reason she made my list. Her smoothness, her ring psychology, her facials, and her ability to get her character over, it's second to none. Tessa truly has nothing standing in her way but herself. A few years back, Tessa found herself in a bit of controversy, and I'm not here to excuse or defend any actions. I'm only here to say that I don't believe she's going to ever be able to reach her full potential until wounds are healed. I hope she does what's needed because the sky truly is the limit. My number 6 might be your number 1. Again, another lineage wrestler. Again, someone who grew up around the wrestling business. And arguably, he is truly at the top of his game. And he is currently finishing his story. Of course, I'm talking about the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Now, it can't be easy having Dusty Rhodes as your father, having Goldust as your brother, but somehow Cody Rhodes is truly blazing his own trail. He is proving to the world that he's not a last name. He's not there for any type of nepotism. He is proving that his talent is at the highest level it can be. And as good as he is in the ring, as much as you cheer for him when he's going up against a Roman Reigns or a Rock, he is truly an even better person, a better human being outside the ring. Recently, we here at this channel, we put a call out for Cody to meet one of his biggest fans, and Cody did not disappoint. But that's not why Cody made my list. As John Cena is leaving WWE, that opens up a spot for a top guy. But sometimes the demands outside of the wrestling ring can be even more taxing as the demands inside. And Cody is constantly proving that he is not only ready for that spot, but he is welcoming it. And he is succeeding. Cody debuted in 2007. He makes my list at number 6 simply because it took him a while to find his stride. But he did find it, and on my list he made just at number 6. Coming in at number 5 on my list, and remember, this is my list, is probably the best wrestler you have never heard of. And his name is VSK. Now, you might be saying, Maven, who is VSK? Well, he spent a little bit of time in AEW and currently wrestles on the independent scene in the New York, New Jersey area. And I had the pleasure of seeing him work a few years back. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I got pissed at this man because in a match he had with Matt Cardona, it took him 5 minutes to do every move in my arsenal, plus more, and do them better. The man carried himself perfectly, and his psychology to a former WWE wrestler, it stood out. It was different than everyone else on the card that night. And you've actually seen him on this channel, because when we need professionals, when we need to show you, the viewers, how moves are done, there is nobody I would rather go to than VSK. But if he's so great, Maven, why is he not signed? Well, this is my humble opinion, but VSK is about 5'9" and 180 pounds holding a bag of hammers. And when you're in a land of giants, size can be the biggest thing holding you back. And you might be asking yourself, Maven, what does VSK stand for? Well, you got me. Coming in at number 4 on my list is one of the most physically impressive wrestlers active today. And that wrestler is Jade Cargill. Now, I challenge you to watch Jade and not notice her physique, not notice her movements in the ring, and not see her as the superstar that she is. Jade has that it factor about her. That aura that she carries transcends not only in the ring, but outside the ring. But this superstar does not rely on strictly her looks to get her over. Oh no. I've talked on this channel before how important aggression is in the ring, and she brings it night in and night out. In a women's division with so many talented girls on the roster, to me, Jade stands out, and she stands out atop of everybody. Jade is someone that I believe you could actually build an entire division around. Whatever she is doing, wherever she is, whatever television I see her on, I stop and stare. Well, we're down to 3 people left, and I still have yet to mention Randy Orton or Roman Reigns or The Rock. Does my number 1 have an R in the name? You have to stay tuned to find out. Number 3 on my list is Seth freaking Rollins. Now, in the wrestling business, 2 things matter, and that is in-ring talent and ability and the out-of-ring entertainment aspect. And truly, nobody melds the 2 better than this man. The entertainment starts the moment you hear his music. You never know what outfit he's gonna wear, but you can't wait. You never know what promo he's gonna cut, and you're there for every word. And you also know that whoever he's in the ring with, whether it be a Brock Lesnar or a CM Punk, he's going to have a 5-star match. Seth is truly the complete package. And in a business where reinventing yourself is paramount, he has managed to do this for over a dozen years. And that's not an easy task. But Maven, if he's the complete package, the perfect wrestler, why is he number 3 on your list? Well, that's because there's 2 people I think are a little bit better. Speaking of number 2 on my list is a wrestler who has been everywhere. WWE, AEW, TNA, GCW, NWA. Of course, I'm talking about the indie god, Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona truly laid the blueprint for all wrestlers, myself included, to show that there is a life outside of one of the big companies, to show that there is a way to make a living, to show that there is a way to get yourself over and have the fans care, even if there's not one of the companies supporting you. Matt Cardona has a mind for the wrestling business inside and, more importantly, outside of the wrestling ring that most current wrestlers don't even have. He helped invent the modern day wrestler, the wrestler that uses social media as a tool, not as a crutch. I know what you're saying. Maven, Matt's a buddy of yours, and true as that may be, So is the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers, and he didn't make my list. Sorry, Brian. Okay, finally, we're here. What you've waited for, my #1 wrestler going today. And is there any surprise? It's me. Of course, yeah, me. Nah, I'm kidding. My #1 wrestler embodies what it is that I love about professional wrestling. He blurs the lines between real and fake, between scripted and authentic. And that man is MJF. Now, before you click away, watch this clip.
John Moxley and Bryan Danielson? I'm just curious. Tell me, Dave, is it your boy Kenny? Is it John? Yeah, laugh all you want, dipshit. I'm the fucking man now! Me! I'm the best wrestler in the world! There is no more complete wrestler on this planet. Nobody's got my body. Nobody's got my mind. Nobody's got my brain. Inside that ring, on the microphone, hell, even in a goddamn press conference, nobody can fucking touch me in this business.
That was from a post-show AEW press event, and I couldn't even tell, was he really that angry or was that scripted? There is not a single wrestler who can elicit that reaction from me, and that is why MJF is the best wrestler today. Now, I might not be wrestling anymore, but I did recently take my fair share of finishers, and to see how painful that went, watch the video on screen.